was cool.
Ring-a-Ling, ling, ling, ring-a-Ling. Someone said the money call ring-a-Ling. By any means, I'm getting more ring-a-Ling. Turn the half into a whole ring-a-Ling.
I fear never choosing compliance. Many them I never tell their conscience. Talk a lot, but they are moving on.
Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're going to be taking a look at NEXZ Archive Alexx Choreography Ring-a-Ling. This is pretty fun because I reacted to recently another NEXZ Archive, and it was really fun to see. It was Kirsten choreo, and I know kind of how her choreo works. I think I've seen Alex's choreo before. Alexx was also, I believe, on Street Man Fighter, right? For Team 1 Million, maybe? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember it. It's been a hot minute since I reacted to that series. So it's going to be really fun. I'm expecting some degree of synchronicity, cleanliness, and hopefully we may even get a behind the scenes for this because I really enjoyed watching the one with Kirsten, and so seeing how they interact with Alexx would be really fun too. So I think without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out.
I fear never choosing compliance. Many them I never tell their conscience. Talk a lot, but they are moving on science. This is only on the call. If you find me on the road, don't be trying to cut the show. Yeah, come corrected on the O. I'm the gas and the five and the smoke. Surprising with the moves, I've been climbing on the low. No, can't just no man. Doesn't let it please quick. Every dollar gotta be deposited and free quick. Gotta get it how I want it. Gotta buy a seeking, reaching. Probably like I'm seasoned. It's a negative account. Why you sticking to a face?
Nice. Yeah. Cool. That was cool. All right. So from the top here, I'm assuming if they pulled a similar format than with Kirsten, then I'm assuming the guy in the hoodie with all the orange lettering, that may be Alexx, right? I don't quite know. I can't quite remember. And remember, like, Street Man Fighter was like 2020, was it 2022, right? Yeah, but I reacted to it in 2023, so it was like a whole year later when I looked at it. But anyway, from the top here, short and sweet and a whole vibe. I like it. This one, I will say though, you can tell a difference in movement quality within the members. It was honestly easier to not catch. Like, it was harder to catch in Kirsten's choreo, which is surprising, honestly, because Kirsten's movement quality is thebomb.com, and it is so, there's a lot of implicit prerequisites depending on what she chooses to choreograph with. But here it's definitely it's like a lanky, organic, you know, slinky, sensual, tension based kind of vibe, with a lot of legato to back that. So it's easier to catch those who aren't familiar with switching textures quickly like this choreo. So in the beginning here, take a look. Letting it through a nice little moment, you know, bringing it up. Now there, I did feel like he kind of had his hand on the wall, bringing it around, little sweep action, turning around. Now, here's the thing, I don't know any of their names. That's okay. We're here to look at the movement quality, but I really like their personality so far from what I've seen in the behind the scenes stuff. Because of how the camera is, I'm going to 0.75 it. This one has a more stable gimbal, I think. Yeah. A, E. That's cool. D, boom. Cool. But it's not just that. You notice that they already have to set it in the pocket of what the track calls for. Bringing it around. Boom, ring-a-ling. Here's what I can see at the forefront. Let's take a look. No, it's not because of levels and positioning. My two guys right here, gonna have more of a heavier dance background than my guy over here. Reason why is because you can tell based on how they're hinging and how they're projecting and utilizing the torso with a movement like that. For him, he's staying a little bit more on the stiffer side. It's just an observation. None of these things I'm saying or that I will be saying in the future are like, oh, they need to fix that. It's just things that I observe. So looking from here though, turning it through, you can also tell, you can tell from how a lot of times when you see fluency of a craft, you're going to see a pull or you're going to see something to fill in the space that makes the groove look more full and connected to the whole body. And you can tell those who just do the choreo and those who add that element in. These two guys do, he does not. I don't remember who was the one who only trained for a year. I couldn't figure that in the last one. I don't know who it is here. He's a contender though. Okay. Yeah, that boom, ring-a-ling. Notice that some of them have like a little hinge over to the side. Also, we can chalk it up to the fact it could be his fit that influences a lot of how this looks. Because a lot of them are in long sleeves and he's the only one in short sleeves. If he was put in long sleeves, he could probably match a little bit more cohesively. So that's just an in general costume note. Bringing it up through, pull through. Really nice seeing this. Now the pull, ring-a-ling, and notice that they move it and rotate it around. Bring it up. Da-da-da. Feels like we're about to do like a little switch up, but he does it. Just a nice little hip accent here. And notice there's a tilt of the head here. It'd be weird if they were just here, but they have to tilt it to get into that vibe and that character. 4, 5, 3. I needed to watch it first before. That was natural over here. Did you see that? It was a nice little side glide. Okay, so from this little bit right here. Yeah, no, here he uses the whole body to go forward. Normally you see people snake that. He didn't snake it, he went down. So that's starting to like, yeah, but then he rolled it back though. So that was good. Brings it up. A little diving it through. Normally you roll that, he just hit it down. Turning it around. Little nice little simple vibes here. Diving it in, that doom groove. Hit it, kicking it around. Also, when they all rotate around. Hold on. Kicking it through. Some of them had a really clean 90 degree on that, which is nice. Throwing it down, boom. Bringing it around the back, dropping it, hit. And then they build it up, boom, and then over to the side. That's cool. And they hit it over. And this was sick. I would say my guy right here, he gives me Yumiki vibes. He does, my guy right here. Love it. I love it. Yeah, that boom, da-da-da, boom, da-da-da. Let me put it this way. I will say, yeah, he's holding it down very well. He just sticks out probably because he's in like a sleeve cut, and a lot of these grooves look really nice with the extra material to help frame it really well and give it a certain look. Not only that though, it could be because the language of movement this is could be outside of the wheelhouse that he specializes in. Do you know what I mean? So there's a good chance he really holds it down in other styles, but in this case he sticks out a little bit more because he's a little bit stiffer in carriage. But it's not so stiff that I'm like, there's a lot of disconnect. It's so subtle. Like, it's really subtle. So he's still holding it down really well, but he is sticking out just enough where I am catching him. Looking slightly different. I love that. And the lean with the eyes over the chest. Good God, that was cool. Mr. Gucci over here. Yeah, little move in it. There's like a tension that's supposed to be built into that he hit. So that's my point. So he doesn't quite hit it in the shoulder like my guy over here does. So I want you to watch that real quick. Ready? So watch the tension. That was awesome. And we go. That's an interesting groove. I don't think I've seen that groove before. It felt like a very like monkey groove, but then you have like the that, you know? And it goes. They use the masking cut right there, which is cool. This is cool. It's just slinky. I love it. And how they're taking it and with a little pop. You know, like a nice little moment, like a little rebound action. Super sick. And they take it here. Now here when I see this, normally I think biting. I don't know if they're referencing that. I love that. Boom, boom. And that yes to that. and bringing it around. Honestly, this is so freaking different than Kirsten's, but they all hold it collectively. Even though I pointed out my guy over here so much, I'm just saying they've all done a phenomenal job of holding it down collectively. No lie. This is so different than what they did with Kirsten. It really is. And honestly, I'd expect this from a Kirsten piece more so than what she brought, which is, shout out to her. Freaking sick. Love it. Yeah. I like that. Boom. Da-da-da. It was just a nice little moment of them to interact with the camera. And I love that little face and that little turn, and then having that little rotation around was really cool. And then they choke it and they bled it out and allowing a new feature moment. That's just cool. A little pop accent. That little boom. That was cool with the rebound. He actually drops. The little boom. That was a nice little accent. Boom, boom. Super cool to see that. Love that. Oh, it's just, oh my gosh. It's not a full. It's not even like a... Sometimes in breaking, they have these like numerical names, like the 2019 like 999D or something like that. It's like they have all these rotations. That is named after something. I just don't remember what it's called. My apologies. That was freaking sick though. Yeah, before. Right here. There, I think, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're in the same outfits, right? Yeah, the only guy that has now entered the chat is this dude. So I'm assuming this is our Alexx guy. Maybe. We'll see. But he's holding Gucci's holding it down easy with him though. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, boom, da-da-da-da-da-da, boom. Oh, it's so full. Yep, and they bring it out with pas de bourrée. That is so full and that is so fresh. Pick it up, boom, da-da-da-da. Whew. Hey, you have nice little part and a nice little action right there. That is sick. Da-da-da, boom, ring-a-ling. Yeah, boom. He's sticking his tongue out. That is Alexx right there. You know why? Because this is his ish right here. This is giving. When you do that, you're like, you feeling it. You are feeling it, and he is feeling it. You know what I mean? They're all vibing with it. You see, golly, it's a whole freaking vibe in this freaking track. Yeah, boom, ring-a-ling, ling, biding. Breathe that energy out. Digging that. I'm tempted to learn from Alexx because this is so freaking slinky and slick. And this is his normal movement quality. I want it. This is cool. Bringing it through. Ding, 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 woo. Cool. They bring it up and accent. Boom. Bringing up the energy to the side. Yeah. Boom. Ring-a-ling. So that is more like a jerking effect. I wouldn't call it. They didn't tick it. They didn't strobe it. I think they jerked it. They bring it up. Boom. Da-da-da-da. That was a cool moment. Right there, dropping it down. They finish, drop it down. That was sick. And I want to know, you guys let me know. I couldn't, the only person I pointed out, like you noticed, was my guy right here. Is he the one that's only had a year of dance experience? Because if the answer is no, I am utterly shocked that I could not find. He is the only one that stuck out to me in any way, shape, or form. And it could simply be because of the fit. And he holds it down choreographically very well. I can just tell this style specifically and the slang of the textures do not vibe with his normal movement quality. I can tell that, but it doesn't mean that he's that 1 year dancer. Maybe he is. I don't know. I can't tell. So you let me know. Am I right? Is that the guy? And if I'm not, you got to tell me who it is because he bled in very, very, like he melded very well, or there's a chance that maybe he wasn't featured or he was strategically placed to where you can see him in the collective moments. But even then though, like I can still see it, you know, maybe, I don't know, you tell me. This is really, really impressive nonetheless though. Like when I say this is freaking cool, it is like grimy. It is such a boom, it's giving like, it reminds me so much of Yumiki. You know, which is why it's surprising to see this vibe from Alexx, but also I don't really remember seeing a lot of Alex's work. A chance I did see it, especially if he submitted choreo for the choreo selection for whatever segment he was in. The only thing I do remember citing or seeing his name on was a battle. It was between him. It was Alexx and somebody else. It was against Alte. It was a 2v2. I do remember that. I remember seeing Alexx there, but I don't remember seeing him in other aspects, so I'm sorry. But all that to say, This was freaking sick. I love this, and I love that it's so different than what we saw before, and it's showing their versatility, and it makes everybody very excited. Like, this is some freaking sick pre-debut stuff. I cannot wait to see what their actual discography is. This was awesome. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. If you want to see more NEXZ, good chance that I'm going to be right there with you looking at it as they come out with more work. Because I'm catching them pretty early, I do know there's something called Miracle that they had. Maybe I'll take a look at it when I'm looking at another 5th gen group. I may just have them just thrown in the mix there at that point too. But this was awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more from them, and I can't wait to meet more of you guys who are fans of this group already. I want to know more so about, like, was I close? Who was the one that actually is only trained for a year? And if there's a behind the scenes, I think I'll see you guys around for that too, because that looks really interesting as well. Once again, my name is Jess. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.